Welcome to the Port Podcast. I am Mike Lake in the building.
Steve Cash Moneybags, aka the Fitness Zaddy. Another week, another us.
Back at it again with the bullshit. What was that? Was that a meme or something?
Like what?
Oh, it's Damn Daniel. Damn Daniel, back at it again with the whatever the fuck.
With the that shit.
We old.
I don't know what them kids doing these days. Think they still rocking Vans?
Man, I don't know what the kids doing.
Those two kids.
Oh, the Daniel kids?
Yeah, they apparently got some. Didn't they get like a Vans deal to where they could rock like any, like they got like
lifetime deal type shit?
Vans or some shit off a damn viral video.
Damn Daniel.
That shit crazy, dog.
That shit had to suck if your name was Daniel though. This has nothing to do with nothing we prepared to talk about.
I mean, damn, we should try to do that shit with like Lamborghini or something. Maybe we get a lifetime deal with Lamborghini or some shit. Like,
damn Lambo.
Take the same play, the same.
Just run it. Try to run it right back. The internet tell you no.
Damn, Steve breaking in another Lambo.
They have a few. They have a few. I think fashion deals and do some designing. Pretty heavy in the media stuff right now.
Oh, is that you? That's just knowledge you have on hand.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Poindexter over here.
No. Hey, listen. Nobody can see, but I'm clearly at a computer.
Just
typing and shit for y'all.
Keeping up the Daniel kid.
Yeah.
Got high alerts and shit. Anyway, let's get to what's important in the world.
What is that? What's important?
Presidential hopeful
Joe Biden?
Kanye West.
Oh.
That sounded weird to say.
What, Kanye West?
Presidential hopeful Kanye West should never be a sentence that have been said unless it was president of Def Jam. That's the only goddamn thing. But I think he's out the race. I think he's out officially.
I don't think he's ever even had a real shot. I mean, don't you have to like apply and like your name has to be on certain documents and
that's why he's
like
officially out, because the deadline for him to run in South Carolina where he was trying to get on the ballot, he needed to have X amount of signatures. He never filed the shit, so
he can still be written in though. He still can be written.
Well, dumbass people out there, don't waste your vote.
That's how you split the votes. That's how it ruins it, because you would vote for, instead of getting that vote for someone that we as a whole could really need. People are gonna write Kanye name in and be funny, or even just really hope he's gonna get it, and he's not going to get it. So
most actual
you're
candidates,
wasting your vote. You might as well not even go.
Most actual independent or third party candidates can't muster enough steam to beat out the main two parties.
Like it's just legitimate ones.
Yeah, like and Ye was just one of those. Let's just call it what it is. That album dropping tomorrow.
Yeah. So
was he really running? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's also bipolar, so.
Yeah, and I like to tread lightly on the bipolar shit, because the shit's real, and when people get manic like that, I've seen it firsthand. They get word salad and they just start blurting out any and everything that come to their head. Mm-hmm. We saw a little bit of that. What was that, Tuesday night?
Whatever night it was, we seen him on his Twitter rant.
It's weird because he's a celebrity, but he may have a mental health illness. So it's like, but I mean, like. Yeah. We don't know if it's self-induced. We don't know if it's on purpose. It all seems to always coincide with like albums dropping. It's weird.
I mean, he might just not take his medication.
Yeah, maybe an album triggers him.
Yeah, one of my homies said exactly what Steve just said, which is it could be stress-induced by trying to make that there drop. But let's call a spade. He's a celeb, and he's giving us the access. We didn't ask for this shit, and we're not gonna kick him while he's down. I hope he can take his meds and get right or do whatever he needs to do.
Someone say he's down though.
But that's what I was gonna say. He's still rich. He's still up. But
no, not like that. Just some people think he's making a lot of sense. People thinking he's a genius. Well, I mean,
do you agree?
But what?
Like,
I think he's wild.
Anything like, let's find the morsels of sense within the nonsense.
No, I think
who's saying that though, Steve?
Well, I don't got a name.
Just
but
people.
He has.
That's what I'm asking. Like, who? What? Do you really think that he could amass enough people to really affect?
Of course, absolutely. I think he can. You could call cult followers or cult for a reason.
Wait,
like,
what are we talking about? The presidential run or some of the other stuff he was saying?
No, you're spot on. I'm just trying to say, do you really think that he could amass enough people to vote for him to actually affect this presidential run?
Oh, no, not for him
to
win.
No, we have moved on from the presidential.
Yeah.
No, not for him to win, for him to actually affect.
No.
Yes, I do think for him to affect it, because if, let's say,
every fan that ever bought an album voted for him, he still wouldn't have enough to fuck with these other two.
But I'm saying those votes can go to a hopeful.
Oh, you mean affect negatively?
Yeah.
Yeah,
could go for because you're going to split the votes. Like, damn, if you wasn't playing around, we could have had that over here.
But to be fair, anybody who doesn't vote for Joe Biden is voting for Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Essentially. So
yeah,
exactly.
So any other vote, but these kids are so kids are, man, these days it's
They're
weird.
fickle.
It's weird. They're going to go there where they might have voted for Biden.
Let's tread lightly on the kids, though. Your voting age is 18. College age kids. These motherfuckers are adults. They got CNN.
Yeah, they should know better, but they just don't. I mean, I don't know. They just don't. They're different
Steve,
now.
who said, because when he was talking about Harriet Tubman, one of the
That's kind of what I think Steve was saying, that people are saying there
that he
is
had a
some sense to what he's saying. Not the presidential bid,
Yeah.
more the other parts of his rant.
Okay, well, what did he say about Harriet Tubman? Because are we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's get it.
Because no, I'm saying I think were we even done with? I think because we got derailed. I'm not even sure we was done.
We don't believe he was running for president, and anybody who votes for him is wasting their vote.
Okay, so
We agree.
Yeah,
I think we're good
definitely.
there. Yeah. I think we're moving on to the tweet rants. What he said, what I remember, and because you only see clips, I didn't watch the shit, but Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves. She led them to the north to be workers for
to work
other
for
white people.
other white people.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your question with that?
There's no question, but I feel you when you say people say that some of what he's saying makes sense.
Does that make
if
sense
he was
to you?
able to explain himself better?
Okay, with that soundbite, does that make sense? Like how you feel
That
about-
alone only makes sense if I add to it. By itself, no.
Mm-hmm.
Leading people from the South to the North at a time when the North was fighting the South to abolish slavery doesn't mean to me that she was leading them back into further slavery. To me, it means that she was leading them to some form of freedom, even if it's indentured servitude or other jobs.
Steve, you want the
whatever.
quote? The actual quote, what he said was, Tubman, who has been called the Moses of a people, never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which we know is obviously not wrong.
To me, that makes it's idiotic to say, for the simple fact, at that time, who else? You still have to feed your family. You still have to work. Who else are you going to work for? There was no black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just have a startup company.
A lot of that's still going on today.
There was no Kickstarter. It's not like they can ask for a GoFundMe to start up the new. I mean, someone could have, sure. They could have started their own cotton picking company, but let's be honest,
most of that shit get taken
not
because
gonna-
because blacks couldn't get patents.
you're not going to do
Most of that
it.
shit's always stolen, like even like a Jack Daniels.
So yeah, so saying she didn't free them, she helped them go work for other white people. It's a big difference between being beaten, raped, and enslaved versus being at least paid somewhat.
Yeah, some
for your
living wage
service.
or
Or something like that. So that really made no sense. I sometimes think he means really well, and also he has a lot of yes men, and people they okay it, and people champion it. And I always say kids, but I could literally consider 25-year-old kids, like they're
Oh,
different.
to us, they are kids. Yeah, they're not thinking with the responsibility mindset that we live with.
So it's like, and these are people who like yeah, I feel him. Like this man's a genius. Let's cop some more
Steve,
shoes.
can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do you think Kanye, like Trump, will find an idea that's already been stated, kind of almost pervert that idea, say it in their own crazy way, and think that like, oh, I just came up with something prolific, something that's just blowing people's mind. When it's really, he said nothing that what he said about that is obvious. Like we know who we were all working for. And what Harriet Tubman would have been in the 1800s, like we all know, like you said, we already know who we were working for. So it's almost like Kanye is placating the ignorant.
Well, that's the thing.
Almost.
The thing that we know is this: you have to be aware that you're a
Yes, I
celebrity.
do think that, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, let him
I
finish.
thought that was obvious. I thought it was obvious that we all agreed on that. But Ye has to be careful with what words he says and how they could be weaponized against the message. Right. And any celebrity with half a fucking brain will say, "Let me think about what I'm saying before I say it," instead of just blurting out whatever the hell popped into my head. If me and you was having a conversation about slavery and somehow we came to that point that you just stated, which was, that we all just stated was, Harriet may have led them to the North, but who were they working for? And it might have even led somewhere like, yeah, we all work for white people currently. Our day jobs are probably owned by white people.
Not mine.
I'm sure it does. I know your boss. Anyway,
You don't know my boss.
anyway, with that being said, though, you being a celebrity, being on the platform that he was, which was, doing a monologue or whatever he was doing for his rally, should have been a lot more careful on how he stated it. Make your fucking point, make it well rounded, so people can't misquote you or use it against you. And that's really what it boils down to. You have the responsibility as a celebrity to not say half things and half truths.
We
do it on this podcast.
Can I ask y'all one more question then? So y'all know who Sean King is?
Yeah.
So he has been
The
like
football player for Bucks, he was decent.
not
You know what I'm saying?
that
He was
Sean
like-
King, light skin Sean King, light skin Sean King, advocate, North Star, Sean King. He's been really critical of Biden right now, super critical. Like he literally will say, "I'm never gonna vote for Trump." He was a Bernie guy. And he's just going hardcore, so when Biden said the thing about if you vote for Trump, you're not black, he was really he got on him hard about that. So every little thing that he says, he's picking apart. How do y'all feel about that? Because Sean King is clearly an advocate of our people. He is one of us. He is an advocate for our people, but he keeps like muddying. Like at this point, like he's really kind of like, we don't want to give Biden a big head and make him the next Jesus, the savior of our people.
We know he ain't that.
We know he's not that. But like, how do y'all feel about that? Like at this point, like aren't we kind of like, can we just save the criticism until after he gets elected?
I'll let you take it.
I still feel Sean King should have got us to the Super Bowl. But I stopped trusting him when he started getting a fat face. Like you can't trust a fat face nigga. When they start getting a fat face mid-season, you can't ever really trust people like
He was
that.
eating too much.
I don't know what he was doing, but you just gotta stay away from things like that. Like, so I stopped trusting number 10 at that point.
I co-sign that.
But away from the jokes, that Sean King, the advocate, Sean King. I don't know if he should be quiet. I mean, if you're going to talk, at least give an idea or okay, you're saying not Biden and you're not going to vote for Trump. Okay, then now what?
I don't think he's saying that he's not going to vote for Biden, but he is heavily criticizing Biden, heavily to the point where he's making points that if Donald Trump would actually follow Sean King, Donald Trump could come behind Sean King and use that against Biden. Like he's almost giving the opposition ammunition.
I understand what you're saying. To be honest, Trump probably has enough people that anything Sean is saying, Trump could already use anyway, with or without the extra help of Sean.
But what
King.
about his following?
Sean King's following, he could be tarnishing dirt in those waters. He could be stopping someone that could potentially vote for Biden, but also in the same breath, that same following is not going to go vote for Trump. So what he could be doing is just maybe keeping people home. Maybe if he's going to influence them enough to do one or the other.
Is that just as bad?
I mean, it could be.
It is just as bad.
Yeah,
Any
just not voting.
any
is just as
non-vote
bad.
or any vote
But
for
also-
anything other than Biden is a vote for Trump.
But also, it sucks because like, what is he supposed to do?
Right.
He shouldn't say.
That's his place in
opinion.
this world, right?
Right,
Like that's what he does. Like I want him to do that, but at the end of the day, like you're right.
So
Like,
I don't know.
Well,
man.
well,
Just-
the thing is, if you're a Bernie guy, like this isn't even my take. Just piggybacking on your point and Steve's point. If you're a Bernie guy, you rolling with the Dems, you believe in some kind of form of progressive left movement, that Biden is closer to that than Trump. And while if Biden wins, you got 4 years to slander him to death and hold him to the fire.
right.
Make him be better than what he has proven to be. This ain't the time to do it, because if Trump wins, it's all for naught. So if you believed in Bernie endorsed Biden, you should rock with that until it's proper time to like what they, black families always say, it's a time and a place. When company over ain't the time for me to really address like what's happening in our household, and that's what's happening right now. That's my opinion, piggybacking on y'all's. My take on the whole thing about the muddying of the waters thing, it simply goes back. Remember I was telling y'all about the Hassan Minaj show. He has like one of those political pundit shows where he talks about a topic, kind of like John Oliver.
Okay.
Kind of like what's the Daily Show? Trevor Noah. Jon Stewart. It's similar to that, but it's basically he picks a topic, he talks about it. He was talking about the two-party system. That Sean King's gripe may be more with the two-party system than it is actually with Biden. Because if we had other options to vote, if Bernie could run as a third, a legit, like, don't get me wrong, Clyde, I know that the numbers aren't what they are, but if it was possible to have, let's say, a four-party system where the Republicans put up two and we put up two.
I get what you're saying.
His gripe might be more with that than it is with just the fact that Biden happened to win.
Not to prolong this, as long as it's not a political show, but at the end of the day, the people voted for Biden. We wanted Biden. Collectively.
In a perfect world, we could have Bernie as a running mate. In a perfect world, I don't think they would match. I'm just saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's probably gonna be assisted. But
if we lose a bunch of Biden votes because Bernie bros don't want to vote for Biden, they don't understand that not voting for Biden is voting for Trump.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be harsh as a motherfucker. Please wear a shirt telling me that you didn't vote for Biden, so that when I see you on the street,
Turn up on you.
I can literally punch you in the face.
What if you approach? What if you tried that and you got washed?
I don't give a shit.
It'd be like Nick
Film
Diaz
it.
or somebody from the WWE.
Film that shit.
It was like an MMA fight.
Film
he
that
just
shit.
attacks,
I don't give a shit.
And
Film
that's-
it.
You know what sucks
Film
about
it.
you know what sucks
So I
about
get my
that?
ass kicked.
and he doesn't want to stop.
Let me get my ass kicked because that's some real shit. Like you
you
deserve to
still
get punched in the face.
Right when he about to KO him, it's like, I voted for Trump. And
I
you just
know.
see Claude.
It stops and it goes, "Hi, I'm Claude Pearson. I don't know how I got myself into this position."
Did y'all see that video? I'm sure you seen it, just Steve. The video where the dude was on the wrong block. He said his girl got him into some shit. He's like, man, I was on the wrong motherfucking block.
did see that
And
video.
the nigga narrated his own jumping scenario. That shit was great. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna try to find the audio to put right here. But that shit was great.
Oh, they ain't gonna do it, man. You gotta watch the video.
Yeah, the facial expressions and everything. But I mean, just like the intro clip or some shit. I don't know.
Find the video. That's enough of that.
This was an interesting conversation from the pour up about politics that wasn't really intended, but it's because of Kanye. Circling back to Ye, that's how we got here. If y'all don't remember, but circling back to Ye real quick, just to end off the segment. Anything else he said in there that held any merit to you? Because to me, it was all kind of.
I mean, we didn't even really get into Ye like we should have. We turned.
We got time.
Yeah.
We got 15, bro. We got time.
I mean, because also, I mean, how you feel? Because the spin off of that, even still involving Ye, like even Dave Chappelle flying out to check on this man situation and mental health. I thought that shit was just fire.
I thought it was dope. I appreciated that to death because I don't think Ye. This is my unofficial opinion. What he was saying didn't seem like he was a threat to himself. He just seemed like he was
A threat
Twitter
to the
fingers.
greater good.
Twitter fingers. Essentially, what we were seeing. It wasn't anything like if Kim leave me, I'm gonna end it all or that type shit.
I didn't get that neither. They didn't say it on camera. I didn't. At that point when he was there, the whole Kim situation wasn't even a thing on to our knowledge. But Dave was there.
Not even when he was there. Even when he was tweeting. I'm saying my non-clinical position is that he didn't seem like a threat to himself. But if one of your homies is wilding and you got the access to get there, and Chappelle wouldn't have been that far, Ohio to Wyoming, he got there and he seemed to have took him off the Twitter.
He got there wild early. The reason I know it's early for other than it being daylight. Dave's drinking coffee and shit. Maybe he drinks coffee throughout the day. I don't know. So I just assumed it was early. But Dave was like, the corniest shit ever to me. Ye was like, "Come on, Dave, tell a joke."
Yeah, that's wild.
Like that's like no. How you tell someone? That's like
he
telling
should have just
Ye.
responded like make a song.
It's like rap. Like
Yeah.
like come on. Now, when you see Jordan, hey, dunk, do a pass.
I feel like Ye would have rapped though in that moment.
It would have been a bad. I don't think he should have.
Kim tried to abort my daughter.
You ever aborted a baby?
Never, ever.
Would you?
No,
What if it was the right time?
no.
What if?
I don't condone abortion, but if I was with somebody who wanted to have an abortion, I wouldn't. I'm not going to impose my will on them. So I believe in pro-choice or whatever. But me personally, I wouldn't condone it.
If you're married and your wife steps out
I wouldn't
and she
condone
gets pregnant and she tells you the
it.
situation.
Wherever this is going, I wouldn't condone
Wait,
it.
whose baby is it?
So you wouldn't condone it. So
I wouldn't condone
so you
the
still
abortion.
say for her to have a baby.
I
Have a
would
baby.
never be an advocate to say go get abortion.
So you're gonna so you won't mind still raising.
That's
the
a
kid?
conversation for later because I
Hey,
also believe
I'm
in
asking you,
divorce.
what would you do?
I believe in divorce.
Like work it out.
Hey Steve, is it like Drake's baby? Whose baby is it? Because if it's like Drake's baby or like somebody
Steve's
like
advice just now though. Steve's advice.
It's
Steve, can I get divorced now, man? Work it out.
it's
So I'm calling you, Claude.
It's Wayne the Winos.
Oh no,
the local wino. Wayne.
but I can't have
Wino.
children anymore.
Oh, that's.
so.
I was like, where'd that name came from? Wait, what was Drake's baby situation? A one-off with a escort?
Yeah, was it an escort?
I don't remember.
I don't know if it was a one-off because this is also Elk the Stallion has the child, but also he was there's
Right.
photos of them out on dates, so I don't think it was a one-off.
Elk the Stallion?
Yeah, well that might not be her real name. That was back in the day. Her
I'll
Twitter
tell
name.
you what it is.
That was back in the day. What it was?
The blonde white chick?
Yeah, the white girl that has his baby. Well, you know who Elk is?
No, it just didn't seem like a name that would apply to her. I thought it would have been something more like
This shit.
Cinnamon Diamond or something.
Why would you wait? Why is that? Just curious.
Boy, oh no, I see why it's Stallion.
Yeah, like, but Elk,
Yikes.
that name come from like that was way back before Drake was even Drake. Drake wasn't even on the scene when she was popping on Twitter.
What are you saying? Elk? ELK?
Like
ELK,
Like the animal?
ELK.
If I'm
It
not-
might be pronounced something different.
Like
Yeah,
the
but-
animal?
but elk is not spelled with an e, so it might be elky or something like that.
Like
she's
we talking about like
Russian
that.
or
yeah,
some
she's
other
like
shit.
not American.
But we
She
called her.
thick. She thick. Like thick.
Yeah,
thick.
but-
I can't even describe it no other way. Like,
But
thick,
back in the day on Twitter, like yeah, she just used to be lit. It's a bunch of older.
I couldn't last up in it.
Wait, I don't think that's not his baby mama though.
I could. I
Elton
thought she
Stallion?
was a white girl.
Yeah, it's Elton Stallion is white.
She's white.
Very
What do you
white.
mean?
No,
Like what type of white girl you?
no,
No, no, no,
no.
like-
His,
white girl you
his
not
baby mama is Sophie
European.
Brasseur.
You thought she was Cinnamon Diamond though.
I thought
No.
she was Becky.
No. She's not Becky. She's also very thick, but definitely not that girl that I just
Also,
showed
you
you.
got all
Who's
some-
that?
Sophie Brasseur.
That's the baby mom.
That's the baby mom.
That's who I thought it was.
Different chick.
Yes.
Wait, so what's?
So we talking about two different
I'm
things.
sorry, so I could be wrong.
Elkis, who she's probably smashed her.
That's okay. I thought I was like
Definitely.
I could be completely wrong.
that chick's
This
Becky
is
White, right?
This is right there. That's
Right?
that's it.
Now you see what I'm talking about. She don't look like an Elton Stallion.
Oh no, she does
I don't
though.
think-
Actually,
I got
I'm not saying she's not thick. I'm saying look at her face. Like she looks like she would. Call
I mean,
herself
but this
Barbie
is
or
but
some
this is
shit.
also her.
Dog,
She looked like a
those
fucking
aren't-
real estate.
I don't think those two are the same women, dog.
She
They're
like
different
she
women.
do-
I told you, they're different women. Sophie Brasseur is his baby mama. Elton Stein is not his baby mama.
Okay,
That's what we're saying. That's why I was confused.
But I've heard that he smashed. I've heard
Maybe
that too.
that's
That he
why I
smashed
got-
Elton
I
Stein
thought El
too.
was the
But the
child's
baby
mother.
got the super blonde hair.
That don't mean
I mean,
nothing.
he's-
The Elton
so does
Stallion
his
is
mother.
Russian or something. Like she's also like
She
not.
dark hair though.
They don't. A woman's
dye
current
those.
hair doesn't mean that it's her actual hair.
Of course, but
in jeans.
more than
Well,
like.
in your case, yes, but not in most people's cases.
But not to get into super science. If we're talking genetics here, we're talking about
Drake's
a half black,
mother
half Jew
also-
with a
Yes.
with a Russian
Yes,
with
Drake's
black hair.
mother is also a
They would-
curly-haired Jewish woman.
But they would probably have a dark haired child. Is what I'm getting at. It's more likely the picture I remember that the blonde chick is his baby mom's when the blonde haired ass kid,
We got a friend with blonde.
This is
hair,
her right
blue-eyed
here.
Kid.
and
Very
his baby
thick.
mom's blonde too.
I have no idea. I'm just.
That's
saying.
brown hair. She has brown hair.
Yeah, you right.
So
I'm just saying what was more likely. The picture y'all showed me seemed more ethnic.
so this woman looks exactly like that other woman. She's
no,
just
she don't.
okay. Anyhow, get into the weeds now.
Go back to the picture they posted with the baby in the middle.
I'll show you off air.
No, I mean, we talk about it. The picture with the baby in the middle was the picture
Oh,
I
you
saw.
know, this
I
one right
didn't-
here. Yeah,
I
she
didn't do
dyed her hair,
research.
obviously.
I
There it
didn't
is
do
now.
research. Just the picture I saw. Drake even has blonde hair in the picture.
You know what's wild? Let me tell
He
you. What's,
does.
That's a meme though.
That is fake. I think. That's fake.
And then look at the picture under it. The kid's hair is a little
the
dark.
thing that's wild. This
Yeah,
woman
that's
to me.
Wait, we got derailed. What were we
Oh,
talking about?
homie, all of that's Photoshop. They all have dark hair.
What were we talking about?
So you're
The picture I saw must have been Photoshop. I
It
thought
was
she was.
Photoshopped.
I thought it would call herself Barbie or something.
So might not know what you're talking about. Steve, what you saying?
How did that equate to that?
I think we're closing out, cuz
Yeah.
I openly admit I didn't. I saw
Uh-oh.
a picture in passing and I kept
I'm gonna get yelled at.
it starts.
when
It does.
when
This is when it starts.
when Drake
we need an angry Mike meter.
when Drake
we
was
need a meter.
We need an angry Mike meter.
I'm not-
I want to
meter
make that
goes
shit.
up
I'm not
every time.
angry.
It's just- Like right now,
when Drake was getting his ass tore up by
Maybe we
Push.
get him like a blood pressure
it
cuff.
just starts going crazy
When-
whenever Mike starts.
When Drake was getting his ass torn up by Push, the picture I saw was the blonde picture.
That was photoshopped.
That's the picture I saw.
All right.
And Push may have put it there on purpose. I don't
Right.
know.
It's this one right here. You're talking about this one right here.
Hey,
And it's
y'all
photo.
in the entertainment news like that?
No.
Okay,
not at
that
all.
I thought I was bugging. I heard some shit with the beef. That's where I kept it moving. How do we get here though?
I don't know. I think you should go to break.
We're still talking about Ye. Oh yeah, we're still talking about Ye.
I think
Let's
we're
finish
done
off
with
Ye. We there was so much more said.
it.
He
I'm
said
drawing a
he called his mother-in-law's dude Kanye, which was funny as fuck.
That's hilarious.
That was beyond funny because he looked like a bald version of Kanye. He said that Meek may have smashed his baby mom, so he was looking to get a divorce. Alleged nonsense. We don't know if that's true or
I don't
not.
thi-
I didn't believe it in the time.
I don't think so at the time, especially this man is a dog. If that's the case, I don't think some people are running to the internet to tell the world that their wife just smashed another famous person, like and ruining all types of possible.
Oh, you're absolutely right. But remember, he's manic at this moment.
Right.
He's in
Or-
the high
or
of his
alleged-
bipolar.
I mean, also, is this we've never seen, unless I missed it, we've never seen any records or doctor notes that say Ye is bipolar. Just Kim said so.
Yeah, well, we can only take them at their
Didn't he
word.
say it in a?
And do you really want to believe what a porn star said?
Ye
Well,
said
wait,
it by
didn't Ye
himself.
say
He
he
was
was
hospitalized.
bipolar?
Yeah.
Jay said he was bipolar, and
I didn't know he said it himself, but just
Yeah.
he could be lying still.
On the front of the album cover with the
I'm
mountains.
pretty sure. Didn't he talk about that? He said that in an album. Didn't he say that to Charlamagne and God too? I think he actually.
He had the interview with
Right,
Charlamagne
yeah, I guess it
in the
might
white
have
room.
been mine. All right,
But whatever the case is, word salad is what it is. When your brain think a thing and it just come out your mouth, it might have been something he thought and it just came out. But he gave it to
I
us.
know what's
and-
crazy is that he is like a lot like the Trump parallels, very close to Trump. Be saying random shit off his head too, and makes me wonder: is the president bipolar?
Man, he a wild boy. His last shit that one of the last things I heard that he said was one of these several last things. Damn, That shit just slipped my mind.
I miss the old Kanye.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's crazy.
Remember, I like a week or two ago on the pod, why you try to think of that, but I just defended his ass. I was just saying, man, I love Ye. I want him to get back on his music shit. I can't vouch for the off the court shit, but
Damn.
I never have tried to.
But they say bipolarism is a gradual thing too, so he might have always been like
bipolar
this.
is one of the most underdiagnosed mental health.
But don't
issues
you remember
in
when
America.
he did the random George Bush is racist? Like we actually agreed with him at that point.
Damn, my bad. All right, my bad. Cut you off.
got
I
it
can't
good.
believe that shit. That shit complete brain fart. Yeah, when he blamed for the COVID, he said Barack and Biden completely just stopped their testing for COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trump.
I'm like,
Trump.
yeah, Trump
Oh, I
said
can
that
help you with
shit.
it. I thought you were thinking about something Ye said.
Right.
No, I said when the wildest
Oh,
thing Trump said.
Trump be pulling the shit out of his ass
No.
and don't even miss.
Right.
Like, bro, it's called COVID-19. You've been in the office 2 whole years when this shit started.
Right.
And I bet people believe that shit. I bet there's some.
Honestly, guys, if anything ever happens to me, I ever commit any crimes, and y'all have to be my alibis or my witnesses, I want y'all to have Trumpian tactics in that motherfucker. Trump level explanations, alibis, all kinds of shit.
When you run for office,
Claude, I don't know him.
When you run for office,
But
I already
sir-
got my Trumpisms.
But sir, there's
keyed
several
up.
pictures of you on Facebook with him. Nah, that's not me.
You heard?
That's
ain't never seen
photoshopped.
When you run for office, I already got my Trumpisms keyed up. We
got 'em?
Yeah, bro.
When I run for office?
whatever they say, we gonna put a spin on it. Whatever.
Right.
What is this picture of Claude in Soho in 2012? Well, see what you have here. This is actually a picture of Obama and Biden.
Yes.
It's probably from Halloween that year that you was Obama.
Right.
Like, this is-
That's true.
Obama actually came to McDenton's.
Yeah.
Where's the Secret Service? Don't worry about all that. You don't get
Yeah.
to see them.
That's
I'm
not
ready, bro.
important.
I'm ready. Who gonna be your VP? Steve?
Huh?
Steve would be your VP?
Steve would be an excellent VP.
Steve would be a
actually.
dope VP.
Y'all make you Secretary of State or something.
Steve would be hella distracting.
Yeah, Steve would actually be a good VP.
Yeah, you need-
because
you need-
honestly,
Hey, I'm
it's
gonna talk to the people
well,
while you
it's because
go-
I'm not giving you a whole lot of responsibility. You just kind of just doing your thing,
Listen,
you know.
I
Just fly places, talk to people,
Right.
and just be Steve.
can distract while we really bombing kids over there in
shit.
Afghanistan. You know.
Yikes.
You gotta take us out on that one.
Well, then, we're going to take a break on this here Pour Up podcast. We'll be back on the other side with some more Pour Up.